Hey ho, welcome back to another Daily Scuttlebutt with Ivy's Family Factotum. Good morning, family and friends. So, yeah, I'm driving. I'm in the truck. I'm actually heading home. I guess I'll head back to the house instead of the property. Got some stuff I want to take care of today, things I need to get before getting back to the property. So today I actually had to come to the big city to get an adjustment. The VA had scheduled me out because I like to go see the chiropractor because I got a few spots in the spine that don't like to stay straight. So I go and take care of that. And as of right now, I'll probably be doing that about every 2 weeks. Give or take, I don't know. Hopefully I can get to where I can only do it like once a month. And it's not good either that I got to drive an hour, a little over an hour just to get there. So that doesn't help any issues. But it's all part of life, all part of getting old, I guess. So what do we got on the docket today? So I went to the property. So majority of my day yesterday I was working on Jeep. I'm trying to get it back together. Well, not trying, I'm getting it back together. I've been waiting on some parts. And the parts I've been waiting on, aren't necessarily needed to get the Jeep back together, but they're wanted parts. It's an aftermarket. So the things I really needed to do, I'd already got done, and that was replacing the shaft seals in the forward and the front axle. So to do that, you got to take everything apart. You got to take the brakes apart. You got to take the axles out. You got to take the differential out. And being a Rubicon, it has electronic part, so you got to make sure that you're getting that unplugged, that you're not cutting wires and all that stuff. So got that taken care of. And so the seals are good. The differential's back in. Got the differential cover, which I went ahead and got an upgrade to that. So that's all in place. The only thing left of that is filling it up with fluid, which I have not done yet because I was wanting to wait until I can jack it up a little bit, because right now I have the Jeep. So I really should have thought whenever I was doing this, I would have made it much easier on me to jack the Jeep up by the frame. That way the axle would drop down, give me more room to work on it. But instead, I jacked up the Jeep to get the wheels off and all the brakes and all that stuff off, and by the axle, right? So I have the jack stand sitting on the axle, so it's going to be its standard riding height of me getting in there to do all that work. So is the lessons learned. I know what to do for next time. Don't utilize the axle to hold the jack stands. Allow it to come down, to give you more room to work on. So I got that done. Those other parts that I was waiting on come in tomorrow. That way I can get the axles back in and get the new hubs put on. So because I replaced the oil seals because the driver's side was leaking. Not a lot, but it was leaking. And so I got the seals replaced. Then we got new hubs. So hopefully it's going to fix the issue. But I mean, you can see like in here, if you're watching my hand, you see how it's my Toyota, it's done that since I've owned it. And I'm pretty sure that this thing needs some tender loving care too on his parts and things. But the Jeep is a newer vehicle, and it's more, that is more of our family vehicle. That's why it takes the priority. So I won't be able to do anything with that until those parts come in, because I'm at a stopping point. So, but getting back to the property, I want to work on the well, getting that taken apart and looking to see how deep that well is, getting a water sample, that way I can get it tested, and then getting into that septic tank. So I'll let you guys know, I did find that septic tank, and what I talked about on one of the last videos that came out Monday, I think, it was like that square patch in the grass. It's kind of hard to see on film, but there's a square patch in the grass that I was like, I think that tank is right there, and it was. It was only about a half an inch worth an inch of dirt with grass and stuff growing on it. So I was able to clean that off really easily. So I was able to get to the top of the tank, and I found where the access lid is, and the handle on that access lid is broken off. So to be able to get that, to where I can get that out, because that lid, you can't pry it out because it actually sits down into that hole about a half an inch. So there's really no lip or anything to get underneath it. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to drill some holes, and then take some eye bolts and epoxy those in, using like a concrete epoxy to epoxy those, at least one eye bolt. I'll probably do two, that way I can kind of pick it up evenly. But I need to basically drill a hole into that lid, epoxy those in, that way I can get it open. And just kind of take a look around, see what I can see. So I don't know the style of tank that it is. I know it's a concrete tank, but because this house has sat vacant for a few years, but this house was built back, or at least the slab was built. I don't know how long the trailer was there. The trailer was probably there even before that slab, and I know that the slab went in 95, 93 or 95. I don't know. It was one of those early to mid 90s. So that was the addition that went in. And I know that because they etched the date and their names and all that stuff into the concrete. So to me, that means that tank is probably even older. I want to say probably 70s, 80s. So I'm pretty certain that it's not up to code. I mean, we don't necessarily have like codes and stuff like that we're having to follow where we're currently at. But I would like it to be, what it's supposed to be. So I'm going to get it opened up. I'm going to look, because I want to make sure that it's at least the two, to where it has like a baffle in there, right? I just want to see what type of tank it is. Because there's probably going to be something to where, we might not be able to use it at all. So, I don't know. But I got it found. I'm going to get it opened up. I'll probably reach out to somebody to get it inspected at some point. Got to do our taxes. So, I think that would be the well and the septic. I think that's going to be a post-tax thing. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I'm gonna continue to drive safe, get home and such, and get some work done. Got plenty to do. But definitely appreciate y'all for following the journey. And if you're not subscribed, why not? It's definitely appreciated. But anyway, remember, always thank a veteran at every chance you get. Not only on Veterans Day. And we'll see y'all on the next one. Bye-bye, y'all.